Hi again, guys. Welcome to Math 115. So this class, this video right now, is going to be a more in-depth tutorial on how to navigate our Lamaku site. I'm still not going to go over every little detail, but I'm going to show you all the things that you would probably most likely need, the things that are going to be most useful to you, I think. So starting with the front page, when you first open up our Lamaku site, you should see something like this. You'll notice in the compared to the previous video, there are some small um, surface changes that I made just to the appearance. So just be aware of that. It's going to be a little different from that first orientation video I made. Okay, so right off the bat, you see announcements here, right? And these announcements are also emailed to you. So if you aren't getting those, please let me know via email. You can email me at kongjust@hawaii.edu. But announcements will be kind of in two places. They'll be right here in the announcements area, as well as your email. And then right below that is the calendar of events. Right now, there's not a whole lot on there. I plan to update this later on, but for the most part, the calendar really is just going to be week by week. If you want to check what's upcoming later in the semester, then you can refer to our syllabus. Syllabus has a tentative schedule for the whole semester. Okay, you have three buttons here. Orientation button is pretty self-explanatory, but let's just go there anyway. And then the homework button, weekly modules. Let's start with the orientation. When you click on any three of those buttons, and you notice that the left-hand side opens up as your navigation toolbar. So you can go between any of those areas that you were looking at earlier, the table of contents, orientation where we are right now, the homework, or the weekly modules. So the orientation, this is to do something that you do maybe before the semester even starts, or if you want to do that in this first week, you could do that. It includes the syllabus, it includes a couple of videos from me, just really short ones. They're both like, I think this one is like 30 seconds, this one's like 2 or 3 minutes. Syllabus, which I'll talk about in a separate video where we'll walk through the entire thing. And then technology. Technology is, let's look at that real quick. There's some universal things to Lamaku. So there are some resources for how to navigate Lamaku in general and what is available to you there. There's some technical support here from the ITS help desk at UH, and then a little bit of information about our textbook. This is going to be redundant. You'll see this in a few different places, and that's kind of on purpose so that you don't miss it, so that um, you're guaranteed to come across it at some point. This is the same thing as in the syllabus, same thing as in the overview page. Okay, I'm going to go back to my table of contents. So when you're navigating, you see at the top here, you can click to go between pages. I can click here to go to orientation or to the table of contents. Okay, one thing I skip on this page on the left, the tabs, is the course overview. So if you look at course overview, you got some basic information. Here's a dog hugging a cat, just because I know math is can be a little stressful for some of us. So if you feel stressed out, just think about this dog. That's cute, hugging the cat as math, and here you. Here's my information. You can use this, refer to the course overview page anytime you want to get in touch with me. My email's here, and you can also book an appointment with me. I'm available Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We can meet in person if you want to at the STEM Center or Study Hub, or you can book me online. Either way is fine. Just let me know if you want to meet me in person where you want to meet. And then also every day, every weekday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I know it's kind of a weird time, but I set the time because I notice that's when I get the most traffic. I think that's kind of, for those of us who are taking this class asynchronously, we typically are busy during the day. So the time that you really want to ask questions is usually in the later in the evening. It works for me as well because I gotta put my kids to bed. So okay, a little bit about the course. And oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. If you do want to talk to me and these times don't work for you, you can always email me. We can schedule something. And a lot of times I can also just answer your questions via email too. Then that might be sufficient for you. But if you want to, have a conversation, then feel free to book me. Let me show you how this works actually really quick. So if we click on this book me here, it's going to open up a calendar and then you see a bunch of time slots and you just pick one and then write your name and then click on book. It's as simple as that. And then it's gonna let me know that okay, so and so reserve this time slot. So then I'll be sure to open up my Zoom meeting at that time. Now, if you don't want to meet at Zoom, then send me a separate email to let me know, okay, I wanted to meet in person at such and such place. And when I say such and such place, I just really mean STEM Center or the second floor of the library. Okay, sorry, we were in course overview just a moment ago. Uh, but we pretty much did the whole thing. Yeah. There's also another link to the syllabus. So, again, redundancy. You can find the syllabus from this link, or you can find it in the orientation as well. Either place you access it, it's going to be the same syllabus. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Bookmarks. Not something I actually am familiar with, to be honest with you. Nothing, something I feel like you need. Course schedule. This is the same thing that you saw earlier. It's the calendar. It tells you what's upcoming today, tomorrow, and the next 7 days. So this is actually kind of useful if I think about it. It tells you what's due, place to find it, what's due. But I don't feel like that's honestly very necessary because, like I mentioned in a previous navigation video, the one in the orientation, um, the main thing that you need to keep track with is the modules, and it'll have the due dates right there in the same way. So. Okay, orientation. We talked about that. We talked about the course overview. So the next thing would be the homework and textbook. Let me click that briefly. So our homework and textbook is all online through MyLab Math, but this I'm going to talk about more in detail in its own separate video. We'll talk about accessing MyLab Math. We'll talk about the textbook, the homework. That'll be in a different video. You'll see it in the same area that you found this one in. So let's move on to the last thing, weekly modules. This is something that I've talked about before in the other Lamaku navigation site. But this is where I think the meat of the class is going to be. And reiterating, I think I said it, keep repeating myself, but I just want to reiterate this one more time. The best way to stay on track with our class, make sure you're doing everything you need to do, is just stay in the weekly module in the week that we're in. So technically, we're not in week one yet, but week one starts on Monday, January, is it 13th? I think 13th is a Monday. Yeah, January 13th. So once Monday, January 13th comes along, click on this week one, intro 1.1, 1.2 link here and complete all the daily tasks. Or I'm sorry, weekly tasks, I mean. Okay. You'll have all the things that are due here as well. So you'll notice the due dates and what you have to submit by Friday. Submit your Padlet intro, comment on two of your classmates by Sunday, classwork one by Sunday, and homework 1.1 and 1.2 by Sunday. Okay, classwork. Again, this is gonna be something that I'm gonna. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make a separate video for classwork because I think that's gonna be uh, the least confusing. I was gonna say most. How do you complete that? The most not confusing, which would be the least confusing. Okay, so within the week, you have 2 days worth of work, just like a normal class, right? You have 2 days worth of work. Day one, open it up, watch the videos, close it up. Day two, I thought you had to click on this arrow. You can actually click on anywhere on this accordion and open up. Um, Day two, this is more of a typical day where you have notes. Click on the notes to open it up. Click on make a copy, and it's going to open up your own editable copy of the notes. I didn't want to do it. Let's just do it. Let me just show you. It's taking so long. Okay, let's just move on until that's loaded. Okay, so take a week. You get the notes right here as Google Docs, which you can fill in as you watch the video, or if you prefer, you can write on pencil and paper, and then watch the videos. The videos will go over all the answers to any questions from the notes. Okay, now the notes are loaded. So notes consist of just some definitional stuff at the top, and then a lot of problems. And this whole thing is something that I walk you through. I walk through with you through these videos. So open the notes, watch the videos. As you're watching the videos, I'm going to give you all the answers. And so all you have to do for classwork is just fill those things in and just fill in what you're watching. You can try it before you can pause the video, try it before I tell you the answer, and then just fill it in that way. Okay, week one is special because we have the Padlet hello, so you can click that, open it up, introduce yourself, click here in this bottom plus sign to make your own post. Or you can click here to open it up in its own page and do the same thing. Okay. Okay. I'm just kind of doing that quickly because some people are shy to be shown on their videos their posts. So I just kind of close it quickly. Okay. Discussions in week one, we're not having a normal discussion, but from week 2 onwards, there will be discussions. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll have the link right over here. Here's a place where you can just easily access the classwork links to where you submit your classwork. Typically, you'll have 2 classworks per week. Because this is a special week as the first week of class, there's only 1 classwork. And then homework is through MyLab Math. Here's the link here. Click it to open up MyLab Math. Again, you see redundancy, right? You could click on this button here. It'll take you to the homework page. Or you could have found the homework page by clicking on the table of contents over here. Same, it takes you to the same place. And then you go to MyLab Math either way. Okay, last thing about navigation, you also have some of these bars up here. Um, like you could access assignments from this assignments button, discussions. It's pretty self-explanatory. Don't worry about quizzes. I don't have any quizzes planned that are going to be within Lamaku. Actually, I don't think we have quizzes. Now I think about it. Yeah, it's just exams. Class progress. Actually, I haven't used this one, so I don't know. This is not something that to me is important for you to do. The grades, you will be to track your grades here eventually. You'll see some of the categories here, and then I will be posting your grades about every other week or so. You can also see your homework grades within MyLab Math itself. So, so there's that, yeah. And then as for the weights for your grades, that's explained in the syllabus, which I'll go over in a separate video. Okay, I think that pretty much covers the navigation for the site. Oh yeah, one more small thing. So small thing, when you're in Lamaku, if you click on this button here, My Home, it takes you to all your different course websites. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So you'll see any other courses you have in Lamaku. And this is the stats class I'm recording now. So let's look at one of the stats class. Takes us back to where we were. And then if you want to come back to this title page anytime, if you're somewhere you got lost, let's say I'm somewhere and I don't know where I am, just click on this, what do you call title? What is the word for title? Okay, click on the title. It takes you back to this page where you started from. Okay, and that's it. Pretty much it, guys. I think that's what you really need in terms of navigation for Lamaku. I know there's some other things that are available, but that's really all I'm expecting you to really need to use. All right, guys, that's it. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Actually, I will not see you. You will see me, but I will not see you. Okay, stop recording, please. Stop recording.